Hi, I'm Kimberly. Welcome to Simply Living in a Small Town. Today is Tuesday. It's a very gloomy Tuesday morning, I'll just say. It's been raining overnight. It's been like this last couple of days. It's been kind of gloomy. So it's supposed to somewhat continue like this and then potentially actually snow on Thursday. Oh, yikes. I'm not ready for snow, okay? I'm not ready for that. So I'm going to have to adjust the camera here in a second, but yes, if this looks like a strange background, that's quite possibly because it is. But I'm sitting in the front room. As you can see, I have my yarn cabinet. This is a view, y'all. Sorry about that. My cats, they like to go crazy, investigating everything in here. Anyway, this is a totally different view, obviously, than what you're used to seeing if you've been watching. And so my chair is like right over there in the corner, but here's my yarn cabinet, obviously, the front of that. And then, so recently, they say that it's probably been a couple weeks ago, got this beautiful armoire moved in here. And yes, like so far, it doesn't look as beautiful as it can. But it's gotten moved in here, thank goodness, just like this other cabinet. I am slowly but surely trying to create the retail space that I want. Now, with that being said, of course, this cabinet's going to stay in here. Now, does that mean all my yarn's going to stay in it? Probably. And then it just won't be for sale. I will have I will have some yarn for sale, but clearly not what's in my personal, unless I decide to destash some. But anyway, this got rolled in here, thank goodness. So this is an old armoire. I know you can't see it very well. I apologize for that. I will show this in future videos too, so you can see better. But both of these pieces here were free. Both, roadside pickup, basically. And this one is beautiful. It just needs this. Somebody started painting it blue, and I'd like to strip that back off of it because the actual wood on this piece is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this piece here is a whole nother scenario. My husband actually picked both these pieces up, even though he complains about me, his wife being a hoarder. My husband's actually the one that picked both of these pieces up at two different, at different times. But he got them for me. So this one here needs some work. So I don't know if any of you remember, this is an older cabinet. I'm going to say it's like 50 plus years old. My mother had one very similar to this, almost identical. Style was just slightly different, but it had a door here just like this did. And then it had I believe a mirror, which this right here would have had too, because it has right here where there would have been a mirror in this. And then you like that. And then it has nice little drawers over here. It actually has 5 drawers, and then it's got this cute little cubby, which, yes, I apologize, do not pay attention to all my junk that's in there because I haven't gotten that far, y'all. I got the top of it cleaned off, and then I took Murphy's oil soap, water. That's my go-to because this cabinet specifically did not need, it had a lot of dust and whatnot on it, just needed good cleaning. It didn't need a really harsher cleaning like what I'm about to show you here in a few minutes. So I did that. I've got to clean the rest of the cabinet yet. I'm going to take this off here. I'm going to get rid of that altogether. my plan is to make shelves across here, you know, vertically, and then have containers, which I just bought some that I believe are going to be like absolutely perfect for this. So they are, you know, probably, they're not quite as wide, of course, as it basically is in there. But anyway, get shelves put in here. Let's see, 1, 2. It's probably only going to be like 3 or 4 shelves. There is a clothing thing up here yet, because that's what, you know, way back when. Again, I'm just going to get rid of this, though. I'm all about reducing, reusing, recycling. I love to recycle pieces. I love to upcycle pieces. And yes, I'm a hoarder when it comes to wood, because that's my thing. I love to take old stuff and build you like something new that you can use. I like to take pieces like this and redo them and make them something that, you know, you can use. This spot up here, I probably will end up putting a shelf up here, I think, because to utilize the space, because it's got quite a bit of height there. But you know, you could put like, have 2 shelves in there. The drawers, these are fantastic, because my daughter, we're still trying to like have space to store all our crafting needs and things, which is a lot, and it keeps growing, I swear, by the like week. My daughter is now hoarding like pony beads. She's obsessed with them. Okay, so she's already got one organizer just full of different colors, and then some. So she has like abundance of them. Plus she has a couple brand new sets upstairs that she actually got for Christmas that we need to dig out. So she's been doing that. I apologize for my cat. I didn't realize that she's like what she was doing. But anyway, so there's that. And you know, and then I've got a couple of old horse bridles that have been hanging on this that need serious cleaning. But this cabinet here was I'm getting a phone call. I don't need to answer that though. This cabinet here though was in my house on the very back porch when the house fire occurred, and it didn't even get like a bunch of smoke damage or anything. So I think that's fantastic. Like I said, it just needs a really good cleaning. Then at some point I may actually paint it or something. I haven't, you know, entirely decided on that, but I do need for my cat to move so I can show you what's right in front of me. I have an antique table sitting here. Still drinking my coffee. Too early, y'all. So I'm gonna start with cleaning this table up. Now, this table is old as well. It actually is something I sort of inherited by, you know, buying a property, and then it was like a thing that was there, and I can't believe I just realized earlier I've had it for 24 years and it needs I've never used it. It's always been stored. It needs a serious cleaning, and when you look at it here in a second, you will see it has a ton of just like really black smoke on the top of it, because this, again, it was in my garage, which never got, like, the house fire never went in, like, it never went into my garage, but the smoke did. So there was a lot of, you know, it's like everything out there has to have like all the smoke cleaned off it. So I'm going to pause you for just a second so I can switch the angle so you can see what I'm working on. Okay, so now you can't see me. Now you can't see me. Well, I might need to see if I can move that back up just a hair. I don't know. Hello. But I need to severely clean this table. This table has been stored in here for like, yes, over a year in this front room. I still have a bunch of stuff stored in here from cleaning out the garage and that where my house burnt down. So I've been slowly like going and going. I mean, wow, I say that every week, like every day I just keep going through this stuff basically. I'm going to try to adjust this just a little here, slightly up so you can see me sitting there. I don't want to like, there we go. That's not too bad. Okay, let's see if that's better. Maybe, well, no, still not quite. Sorry, y'all. This is going to be kind of I don't have a lot of room in behind here to work with, so. I would move the tripod and everything back, but again, I don't have a lot of room in behind there currently, so. That is slightly better, so you can somewhat see me. But, so what I have here is a 5-gallon bucket, which is, it's not full, but that is a mixture of Simple Green and warm water because, and that's why I also have a scrub brush, because as you can see, this needs a like serious scrubbing. Now, I'm sure, because I can see in the camera, that you can tell that like some parts like this aren't bad. These are the parts. So where this was sitting in my garage, it actually had some stuff stored sitting on top of it. So that's why you'll have spots like this. This is like, this looks great right here. Now, obviously though, these other areas that, I mean, I can see it in the camera, that are like totally black. Yes, that's where there's an issue. Now, not only did this table already need to be cleaned up, but I intend, it's the plan anyway, to use this table for Thanksgiving. So, will I get this cleaned up enough to do that? I honestly, truly hope so. Now, if I get it cleaned enough to a point that I still need to go back and do more cleaning, because this is probably what's going to happen here, to be really honest. This is probably going to take numerous cleanings, I'm going to say. Unless I just straight up take my sander to it, and then it could just all be, you know, that's a possible thing that may end up happening. And first of all, that would create less work for me and get my achieved, you know, get rid of the smoke damage, okay? But not only that, I have done that on another piece already, and y'all wouldn't believe it. I need to show y'all that, because I have a door that was out on that back porch area, which got heavily smoke, like, damage to it. And one side of that door is metal, the other side is solid wood. And the metal, of course, no big deal, like I cleaned that really good. But the side that is wood, the side that is wood, y'all, I cleaned it really good last year, and then I turned around and just sanded. And that door looks, I mean, y'all wouldn't even know it went through that. And that is the kind of stuff, that's the kind of, look at this. Now see that already? I mean, a certain amount, this will come off. I could even try possibly steel wool. This table is like a really worn, weathered, you know, older table. I don't care. I like the scuffs and nicks and all the stuff and things that are, you know, they give it the character that it has. More black. Yeah, I foresee I'm probably going to end up sanding this. which I really didn't want to do just because I kind of wanted to keep this orangish kind of patina. I'm not usually a fan of that, but on this, I've always thought this was a really pretty table. So it is what it is, though. Like, this is pine. I've got a nail right there that needs to be nailed down. I took, before I started the video, I took in my hammer, because for what I don't know, it's just because of moving the table, but some of these nails that are just straight up, you know, big nails, I had to nail them back down. And this is the, ooh, yeah, I can see right there. This is definitely helping, but yeah, it's still gonna need, I would say, it's gonna need a sanding. That is the magic of a sander. I have taken, well, for instance, too, not only that door I was talking about, but I had, well, I have a ton of deck boards, okay? They came from over there that were used, that were from a neighbor of ours that she replaced. Oh, that is definitely helping. So she replaced her deck, and she gave us her old deck boards. Well, you know, that was like a year before the house fire. So that, all those deck boards, like, I'm telling you, well, most of them ended up being like this, where they're like black, okay? So that was something I actually worked on last winter, because I started taking some of those, and wow, that's actually seriously helping. I don't know. Can you see? Yeah, you can see that, where that's actually getting, that looks a lot better. So anyway, I started sanding a couple of those down, and I, you know, I sent my husband pictures of that, because I was like, oh my God, look at this. Like, they look like brand new. I love it so much. And I mean, y'all, it's the simple things. Like, for real, make me happy. No kidding. I mean, this is my life, for real, y'all. It's this exciting. But no, for real, this is my life. I do love it and enjoy it. As much as I tell y'all, I know I have told y'all in the past that, you know, who wants to clean when I can crochet, which is true. But I clean a lot every day, because between the remodeling and still going through this stuff that was over, like, you know, at my other property, and y'all, just life, you know, daily stuff you gotta clean up, you know. So I do a lot of that. Yeah, this is definitely, wow. It's definitely looking, oh my gosh, like so much better. That is, oh, that's awesome. I love it. And again, if I don't have this, oh, to go back to those deck boards for a minute. I'm sorry. So, sorry. So I made a small shelf for my office. It's only about this wide, but tall, that I have yarn on. And then I still need to do, I'm going to do like 2 shelves going this way, vertical across my wall. I've not gotten that done yet, because that's not been a like high priority. But I have tons of them deck boards. And matter of fact, the overhang over the back door that we just rebuilt, the overhang is actually a small deck for the upstairs. It's where the upstairs door to our apartment is. So I'm gonna rebuild that, and I'm going to literally reuse these really ugly old deck boards, which, trust me, that's a big process though for me right there, because I have to sand all these very tediously, and I'm like OCD, so I will keep sanding because no, it's got to be better than this, you know. That's just kind of how I am. But anyway, so I'm going to use these deck boards, like all of them up eventually. And, you know, and then I literally actually have enough to do that whole small deck up there, and I don't have to buy any. The only thing that I'm going to have to do for the most part is put labor into that process. And that's what's really hard, because for me, my wrist, especially my right wrist, because it's my dominant hand. So my right wrist needs rebuilt. It's been really bad for years. Get out of there. Go. Left wrist is also not good. But the right wrist is shot. Like, I have no cartilage in my wrist. It's that bad. So, so what I'm saying is, I love what the sander does, but I have trouble doing that because the vibration of the sander and really like pushing it down on I don't have the strength in my wrist and my hands anymore like I used to, and my fingers are very stiff. So anyway, when I try to not do a lot of that in a day if I'm going to sand, and I try to rest my hands and come back to it, because I can't, like, because it just, this will hurt so bad for like weeks on end. So I have to, you know, I truly wish, y'all, that I could, oh my gosh, this is looking so much better. See all that? I truly wish that I could go, you know, like so much faster, like I used to be able to do like 20 years ago. But, you know, just can't do it anymore. Do any of you like how my cat, she's just seems to be unbothered by all this? Pretty much. Here, I should have brought another bucket with just some warm water in it so I could kind of rinse off. But that is looking, oh my goodness, I just cannot. That is looking literally so much better. Now, this does not have to be perfect, y'all, for Thanksgiving. I want this just at least cleaned up nicely. If I need to, I can for sure put a tablecloth over it. Get out of there. I got another cat over here being naughty. So there's that. I can still, in other words, use the table. She's just looking at something. So what's neat about this table, now I'm not going to get the whole table cleaned up today either. Again, I need to do this and like pace myself in segments to do this. However, I think this is so cool though. Look, y'all, you can see that, how this, and then the other side flips out too. The end over here flips out. Now what's odd is like this end flips out, but this end there's nothing there, which is fine. It's got the coolest like brackets down here, antique, like little antique hinges. That is so neat on this though. So, but I can make this like slightly bigger. So, it's going to be fantastic, because there's probably going to be like, there's going to be myself, my husband, my daughter, and then probably one of our friends, or maybe one or two of our friends. So maybe 4 or 5 people. So what I plan on is like us eating off this table, and then the food will set over there on another table that I have. So that is my plan. And like I said, I just need to get this cleaned up enough. I gotta be careful to not pinch. I just think this table is so cool. I am an antique lover, if you didn't notice. I am a serious like antique lover, like trash to treasure person. Like, I don't care if it looks like whatever. I can, you know, But yeah, that is definitely the main thing. Again, is getting it clean. Okay, so see, we still have, I mean, I just need to keep going over and over, but you know, but this is what I'm currently working on, and hopefully I get at least this top mainly cleaned off today. Now, the bottom, I'm not going to scrub as much. What I mean is that there is a like shelf under this. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like goes across underneath it here, which is kind of cool. So you could like store stuff under there, which actually currently there's a bunch of junk like laying on there. So I have to take all that stuff off in order to wipe that down really good. But down there, I'm just going to wipe down really good. I'm not going to do all the scrubbing that I'm trying to do up here. We're going to be eating off this. So this is what I'm like focusing on. And again, even if I have a tablecloth over it, I want to try to get this cleaned up a lot better, you know. Whoa. My coffee cup is trying to like almost flip over down here. Yeah, I got stuck on that little nail sticking up. This is kind of a more, I think that this is homemade. It's fairly kind of primitive. Again, it's got giant nails. It's just pine boards. I mean, I think it's really cool the way it was constructed, but somebody clearly just, you know, just made it. It's like you will get, so like the moment, like all that black there, the moment that you like go over some of this that's not been, you know, wiped at all, you're going to automatically get like the surface smoke. And that's what I'm trying to get, like that part off and get down like this. This looks so much better here, even though not perfect. Obviously this looks even better, but that's where this over here, there was a box sitting here that kind of protected that from smoke damage. So, and I have a lot of stuff. There's so many, I feel like, misnomers or myths, or I guess I want to say, because about cleaning up smoke damage like this from a house fire. So people act like it cannot be done, and that is ridiculous, because I don't care what it is. It generally literally can be done. Okay, now if it's heavily damaged clothing, yeah, that probably can't be salvaged. But now my son's clothes, his room was, there was the garage, and then this porch area, and then his door to go in his room was right there. And, you know, I was able to salvage the majority of his clothing, actually. And I just had to wash the stuff like 2 or 3 times. And it still kind of smelled faintly like smoke, but some of it came out like to the point that you couldn't even tell. You literally couldn't even tell it went through the house fire. Now, he did have some t-shirts that kind of had like a faint little black line through it or whatever. And he just didn't care. He was going to wear them regardless. But I remember when, right after the house burnt down, and we were staying at my parents', and I remember we had salvaged like all of my silverware out of the kitchen. My kitchen was fully still standing too. There was, the whole house wasn't lost, but kind of like the majority of it. So the kitchen was back towards that porch area also. So I had salvaged all our silverware. Of course, silverware is not going to burn up like in a house fire. Some of it had black, smoke tinge to it. So I remember getting that out one day to clean all that up and wash it and pack it away at my parents'. And I literally just put really warm water with Dawn dish soap in the sink, put my silverware in there and let it soak for a few minutes. And then I also had like the generic Mr. Clean erasers. I love those things for everything, y'all. The Mr. Clean erasers. You can use like those on everything, I swear. So anyway, I had that too, plus a rag. And I remember my dad telling me that you'll never get that clean like that. You need like muriatic acid. And I thought, oh my, what are you talking about? Really? Do you want to just like ruin my silverware? I'm thinking. So what was hilarious about that was I got get off of there. Sorry. I don't know how she even did that. She's like was climbed up. Yeah, like up past my cabinet like she was going up the wall. Kitten. Anyway. So I was so thrilled though to show him like my silverware after the fact because it was all perfectly clean. Like it never went through a house fire. So the things that people say about like, it's just, people just don't know. But the problem with that is if you don't know, you really, shouldn't speak on a lot of things because you don't know, But, yeah, that was, a prime example. But, so I still have, like, I was able to salvage a lot of plushies, which, like, stuffed animals that were in a closet by my son's bedroom. And I still have a bunch of that stuff to wash. But there's been a lot of it I did wash and put up, and it literally never even looked like it went through fire, which I did use Tide and some other, stuff. But again, even wood like this, even if you can't get this, like this over here, even if I can't get this like this, if I really want the piece, again, it's, I can sand it down and just redo it. Y'all, I wish I could pause the camera right now because you should just throw it all away. And then not only that, I had that, but then not only that, but yet I had people stealing off my property left and right, like, all the time. So, but nonetheless, like, yeah, most stuff. And again, obviously not everything, because I had some stuff in my kitchen that was, like plastic ware or whatnot that did melt because of heat intensity. And so there's that, but I am going to have to change my water. But I wanted to show you it already does look a lot better. You can see like the difference, like from over here and over here. So I'm going to continue on this off and on today because again, I'm not going to sit and, oh my Lord, my cats. But I'm not going to sit and just continue on this. I actually have here in just a bit, I need to run out to my parents. I had a cool package. I'm going to say that. I ordered something really cool the other day, and it already came, and I didn't even realize that it came yesterday. But I had it shipped to my parents because, I don't understand why, but it's from the U.S., but it said it couldn't ship to my address, which makes no sense to me because FedEx comes here, UPS and everything. So I don't know why that is, but I had it shipped out there, and then I forgot to actually tell my mother it was coming. So that was kind of like hilarious because she says yesterday, oh, I have a package that says Kimberly Roberts. Do you know anything about that? Yes, I do. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you about that. So I need to run out just here in a bit and grab that. And it's something really cool. And I can't wait to show y'all. I will unbox it on video so y'all can see it and and see me setting it up, and you'll see why. But I'm gonna put that off right now till Thanksgiving is over. So I'm not ready to do that yet. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that. So that will be coming up. My daughter and I are so excited. She's gonna do the video with me. She's so excited to see it and put it up and all the stuff. So like I said, she'll be in that video with me, and that'll be fun. And I doubt that you want to watch me keep scrubbing, even though this might be, some people might like it, because I actually enjoy watching people clean, to be really honest. And also, like stuff that's like this, when they do woodworking and they're going to redo a piece, and this is the first stage, is cleaning it. So I enjoy that, but you all probably maybe not as much. I like how my cat's still sitting here. She's still okay, I'm gonna wipe this off. I gotta get my hands dry, sorry, to turn off the video. But I want to show y'all what I was doing. I'm not crocheting, but I intend to sit down here in a bit and do some crocheting. Yesterday was y'all, I just got lost yesterday. We went and did laundry, which requires us, unfortunately, still going to the laundromat, which is a giant pain. At this point, I have to have my husband go with me, and then that ends up being like 2.5 to 3 hours to do laundry, which I hate it, But we won't be doing that forever. But I'm telling y'all, I got home and I was so wore out that I was just like, I felt like a zombie after that. So what can I say? This is like, I feel better today. I'm getting going early on something here, so this is exciting. I still have a bunch of stuff to clean up over here, part of which I'm probably going to show you in a video. And if you're not interested in these types of videos, that's fine too. Of course, you don't have to watch. So, but I love y'all. Thank you so much for watching, because I truly do absolutely appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you so much. Amara says goodbye, and I'm saying goodbye. Till next time, God bless. Bye now.